Good evening. Welcome to the webinar. Hope you've had a good day getting to this point. Sometimes it can be feel like a battle to get through the day. So today we're going to be looking at conflict. As we all know what's going on out there in the world, that's a reflection of conflict within us. And when we can align that conflict, often between the unconscious and conscious mind, that's where we can have difficulties, uncomfortable feelings, situations popping up outside of us will be a reflection of what's going on inside of us, and our reaction to things that are going on outside of us are signs and signals as to what our beliefs, our thoughts, our values are. But before we dive into that, take a moment, settle in, hand over your heart, just take 3 lovely easy breaths. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And connecting to yourself, putting down anything you need to from the day, from the week, from the month, coming right into the here and now. Noticing any tension in your body as you breathe in, and letting it go as you breathe out. Anything that's going on, you can pick that up as we come out again, or you can just let that go. Good. And when you feel settled and centered, just coming back, opening your eyes. Good. And if you haven't already, familiarize yourself with the buttons. You can raise your hand if you need to. You can chat, let me know how you are in the chat box. I'll be asking you questions about how you're feeling. You can participate or not. You can just watch and listen. It's all up to you. Know that we're here together. Often when you're tapping in a group, a lot of people have the same sort of feelings. We might have the same colors coming in when we bring in resolution and that sort of thing, but it's just notice what's right for you, what you feel. And let's set an intention now for how you want to feel by the end of the session. So as I say, we're looking at conflict and tension in the body. Is there a conflict that you would like to resolve within yourself, within your family, within your community, within the world? Just notice what that feels like. And that would be lovely if you shared that with me. If not, just notice what that feels like. Good. Yeah, it's lovely. So to begin with, we're just going to tap a couple of rounds to get into the present. So if you haven't tapped before, EFT is a process of tapping through specific points in the head and hands to move tension, blockages through the energy system and to feel more relaxed and more calm. So keeping one hand over your heart, just taking a few breaths, take 2 fingers from the hand, and we're going to start tapping on top of the head. And just to begin with, you can close your eyes and just tap on top of the head and beginning of the eyebrow, just breathing. And side of the eye and under the eye, under the nose. You might notice your shoulders and your body starts to relax, tapping on the chin. Collarbone, maybe you notice your breathing start to deepen. And under the arm, on the thumb, and through the fingers. Nice, easy, relaxed. Just tuning in to the body, taking some time. Little finger and side of the hand. We'll do another round of just tapping and breathing, one hand over your heart, tapping top of the head, beginning of the eyebrow, side of the eye. So there's all these techniques and different tools that we use. The more you do them, the less you need to do them. So if you're an experienced tapper or use different techniques, your body, when you start tapping, recognizes what you're doing, and it will start to let go of emotion easily. We create good habits around what we're doing on the chin. So you might notice that you start to relax more quickly the more you do it. Collarbone. I'm going to introduce a couple of different techniques that are easy and effortless that you may have seen me show you before. Maybe they'll be new to you. Hand under the arm, this points on the side of the rib cage. On the thumb. And through the fingers. Top of the nail, you're aiming for the corner of the nail. Easy breaths. Ring finger, little finger, and the side of the hand. And hands over your heart. Close your eyes. Just again, take a few breaths. Notice what's cleared, what hasn't cleared, what you're feeling right now. Good. So as I mentioned, we can have conflict in the body. What does conflict mean, really? It's sort of a push and pull. Two people, two things wanting different things. Conflict resolution is about, not necessarily, and sometimes it can be about, I feel like it might be compromise, but compromise, neither side entirely wins. So what you really want is a resolution, win-win. So it might look completely different from what you might think. So somebody wants to go out for dinner, somebody else wants to go to the cinema. Maybe you take it in turns. Maybe you go to the park, just to give you an example. What does conflict feel like in your body? Some people don't like conflict. They resist confrontation. And that can lead to suppressing emotion, tension in your body, not being able to speak up, fear of upsetting the other person, which can just lead to resentment, which gets put on the pile for the next time you have an argument. So if you have conflict that isn't resolved, it doesn't go away, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you might find that happens, and then suddenly you have a big explosion and all of that stuff gets dealt with in one go, which is pretty unpleasant, can be quite painful, quite destructive. So as always, whatever's going on outside of you is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. If you have a reaction to something, if you feel something, then it's information for you, it's communication that there's something inside of you that is asking for your attention. So just one hand over your heart, tapping on the collarbone for a moment. And breathing into the thought of conflict. Where are you in conflict? Who are you in conflict with? Who or what? Is it a situation or a person? Maybe it's happening in the present day. Maybe it's something from the past that wasn't resolved. Maybe it's something that's happening in the world. We know what's happening in Ukraine. There's conflict somewhere always in the world. How does that feel to you? What is that bringing up in you? Everything that's happening out there will trigger your beliefs and your thoughts. So what does that mean for you? If you'd like to share that, that would be amazing. What does it feel like in your body? Where do you feel tension? Is it a thought? Does it affect your breathing? Is it anxious in your tummy? Is it anger? Is it this isn't fair? What sort of things come up? There could be a little bit of delay, some people. If you'd like to share, and if you don't want to, that's fine. But notice what it feels like. Okay. So noticing conflict in your body. And noticing what the emotion is. We're just going to do some general tapping on that. If you want to share, that would be great. And if not, that's fine. Keep your one hand over your heart and tapping top of the head and repeating after me. You can close your eyes if you want to. All this conflict. Beginning of the eyebrow. I have conflict in my life. Side of the eye. All this conflict. Under the eye. All this anxiety. Under the nose. All this conflict. On the chin. This conflict in my body. Collarbone. this conflict in my life. Under the arm. Sometimes it feels like it would be easier on the thumb if there wasn't any conflict. First finger. If we could all agree. Middle finger. But I wonder what that would really be like. Ring finger. Maybe nothing would ever change. Little finger. We can't all be the same. Side of the hand. We're not all the same. Top of the head. I'm not even the same every day. Eyebrow. I'm not even the same minute to minute. Side of the eye. Change is happening. Under the eye. Change is always happening. Under the nose. Movement is always happening. On the chin. And movement isn't always smooth. Collarbone. All this conflict. Under the arm. This uncomfortable conflict. On the thumb. It feels out of my control. First finger. And that can make me feel anxious. Middle finger. I like to feel in control. Ring finger. I like to know what's happening. Little finger. I like to feel safe. Side of the hand. All this conflict. Top of the head. This push and pull. Eyebrow. Where we want different things. Side of the eye. Or maybe when I can't make a decision. Under the eye. Maybe that's conflict within myself. Under the nose. Wanting one thing but doing another. On the chin. Confusion. Collarbone. Tension. Under the arm. Having choices. On the thumb. Judgment. First finger. Conversations with other people. Middle finger. Different situations. Ring finger. Trying to do things my way. Little finger. I know it's the best way. Side of the hand. I've worked it out. Top of the head. Sometimes it's difficult. Eyebrow. When people don't do things the way that I do them. Side of the eye. It's really okay. Under the eye. But I just like to feel in control. Under the nose. When there's conflict. On the chin. And I feel out of control. Collarbone. And I feel anxious. Under the arm. And helpless. On the thumb. And the people who are meant to be looking after us. First finger. Are incompetent. Middle finger. Are not doing what seems right. Ring finger. I feel powerless. Little finger. And helpless. Side of the hand. And out of control. Staying on the side of the hand. I want this to change. I want to feel more relaxed. I want resolution. I can't change what's going on outside of me, but I can change what's going on inside of me. And I choose alignment. I choose resolution within myself. I choose peace. Hands over your heart for a moment, closing your eyes, and just notice what peace would feel like, if that was a color or an energy. What does it look, sound, or feel like? How would you imagine peace coming in through your head and down into your body? We're going to start by bringing peace into ourselves. We're going to bring that into every cell. We're going to bring that into our immediate family and friends, and bring that out into the community, out into the world. We're just going to be breathing and focusing on peace. So while we're doing this, you might like to just tap on the collarbone and breathe into your heart. Keep your eyes closed. Or I'm going to tap through all the points, whatever feels right for you. Breathe. Relax. And top of the head. Choosing peace. Beginning of the eyebrow. I choose peace. Side of the eye. I've had many conflicts. Under the eye. Many moments from my past. Under the nose. That have been difficult. On the chin. Where I've felt conflicted. Collarbone. And now I choose peace. Under the arm. I can't change the past. And the thumb. I can't change what's happening outside of me. First finger. But I wonder what it would feel like. Middle finger. If I chose peace. Ring finger. If I could bring peace. Middle finger. To myself. Side of the hand. I wonder what difference that would make. Top of the head. The more peaceful I feel. Eyebrow. The more peace people will feel coming from me. Side of the eye. That must be a help. Under the eye. If I see conflict. Under the nose. I'm being asked to bring peace. On the chin. So I choose peace. Collarbone. I choose peace in my body. On the arm. All this conflict. On the thumb. It takes two to fight. First finger. I release the fight inside of me. Middle finger. Just for this moment. Ring finger. I choose to feel peace. Little finger. I choose to relax. Side of the hand. I choose peace. Top of the head. Conflict has its place. Eyebrow. Change happens. Side of the eye. But right now I choose peace. Under the eye. Right now I choose to let go. Under the nose. Choosing peace. On the chin. It feels quite exciting. Collarbone. I wonder what will happen. Under the arm. If we all chose peace. And thumb. I wonder what difference we would make. The more peace I choose, the more peace I share, the more peace there will be in the world. I choose peace. Side of the hand. I choose peace. Staying on the side of the hand. Again, noticing what peace feels like in your body. Maybe it's a feeling of calm. Maybe it's a feeling of quiet. Maybe it's a feeling of excitement and power. One of my clients once described tapping as a secret peace weapon. She could do this work, clear her pain, show up feeling peaceful. Nice easy breath. So now we're going to bring peace from us into our immediate family and friends. So feel peace in your heart growing stronger, bigger, clearer. Invite more peace. Just notice what that feeling feels like in your body. Maybe you can feel expansion in your chest, in your tummy. Breathe into that. Allow peace. Top of the head, more peace. Beginning the eyebrow, I choose peace. Side of the eye, I allow peace. under the eye, just for this moment, under the nose, and as long as I can hold it, on the chin, I keep choosing peace. Collarbone, lovely. Staying on the collarbone with your eyes closed, and just feel peace coming from your heart and expanding out of your body, and fill the room that you're in with peace. Notice what color it is. Does it have a texture or a shape? Feel that growing stronger. It keeps coming in through your head, into your heart, growing bigger and bigger, and send it out to your friends and family, whether they're near you or not. Sending a wave of peace. And continuing through the points under the arm, I send peace into the world. On the thumb, more peace. First finger, I choose peace. Middle finger, I bring peace. Ring finger, I am a channel of peace. Middle finger, peace can come through me. Side of the hand, I give the gift of peace. The head, more peace. Beginning of the eyebrow, more peace. Side of the eye, more peace. Under the eye, more peace. Under the nose, more peace. On the chin, more peace. Collarbone, more peace. And staying on the collarbone. So we're just going to look at conflict within you. And I wonder if there was a point in your past, or someone from your past, that you were in conflict with, maybe a sibling or a parent or a teacher. It's often those authority figures where we're forced to do things, forced to be taught something that maybe didn't work for us. Just notice what that feels like. We're not going to open anything up, but just notice if someone comes to mind, or a situation or an age comes to mind. And if there is something, see that far away from you. You don't have to bring that into your body. No, it's in your past, on your timeline, and it's over, whatever it is. But we're going to send peace into this picture. Sometimes when you do this, suddenly something when you were 5 years old and in the playground becomes very real and visceral, as if it was yesterday. And when we can get to those earlier pictures and resolve those conflicts, you're taking energy out of the current day conflicts. So notice what it feels like. And I wonder what advice you would give a younger you. Just keep tapping on the collarbone and repeating after me. I release this old conflict. I bring peace to this old conflict. Any decisions that I made at that time that did not support me or others, I choose to let them go. Releasing conflict. Choosing peace. There is another way. There is a win-win. Letting it go. Choosing peace. Bringing resolution. I can choose to let that go. So in your mind, you can almost wave a wand over that time, over that picture, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And you can update that younger you, letting them know that conflict is allowed, that peace and resolution is stronger and clearer. It's going to take a moment. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Keep tapping on the collarbone and breathe. Be quiet for a moment while you feel that resolution happening. You might feel you have a deep sigh. You may have tears. You may yawn. Feel your body letting go of whatever that was. It might be powerful. It might be very subtle. Just breathe and let that go. Good. Good. And as I say, you don't need to consciously know what that is. It might not make conscious sense. But from that point, just bring your attention slowly back through your timeline and allow each event between then and now to reevaluate itself around this new feeling of peace and resolution. Keep tapping the collarbone and breathing. Breathing resolution. Repeating up to me, I let go. I resolve all conflicts. I put down my weapons. I choose peace. I choose empowerment. I choose to feel good. I'm proud of myself. I've worked hard. I've put a lot of energy into my conflicts. I'm now put more energy into my peace. And you can send that into your family, into your friends, wherever it needs to go. Again, just take a few breaths. Feel that going wherever it needs to go. All the way back to now. Good. Just knowing this, you can come back to this anytime. So if you feel like there's more work to be done there, you can come back to the recording later, but just know that you've done whatever you need to do. Good. Your unconscious mind makes the decision. The conscious mind then catches up with it. When you make the decision to create resolution, you're halfway there. So now bring your attention to your wider community. So maybe work situations or your town, the bigger community, the wider community. How does that feel? Where are you in conflict there? It might even be with the traffic. It might be something small, supposedly like that, or parking's a big one. Noticing that, where maybe you don't feel you're being treated well, not being seen. Just notice what comes up there. And then lift up above that if you can. If you lift above that conflict around your community, what is the purpose? What is the positive intention of conflict? So often the positive intention of something is the opposite. So what would you want instead of conflict? Resolution, peace, connection, community, freedom, movement. And when we lift up into these higher and higher kind of concepts of values, it's like coming up out of something, it feels smaller and further away. You can imagine watching ants battling. When you're looking down, it looks tiny. If you're right in the action, it's big. So the higher up you are, the more relaxed you can be. Maybe you can bring lightness. What is the purpose of conflict for you, for your community? What is it teaching you? And let's tap top of the head and through the points. Conflict in my community. Eyebrow, conflict that I come into in the world. Eyebrow, side of the eye. All this conflict. Under the eye, conflict in the world. Under the nose, this everyday battle I have. On the chin. Sometimes it feels easy. Collarbone. Sometimes it feels hard. Under the arm. Everything's a communication. Thumb. When I can lift out of what is happening. First finger. And not take it personally. Middle finger. Find the value. Ring finger. Find the peace. Little finger. Find the resolution. Side of the hand. It's much easier for me. Top of the head. All these conflicts. Eyebrow. These things that are outside of me. Side of the eye. I choose to clear them. Under the eye. For my sake. Under the nose. I can walk away. On the chin. I can't change anyone else. Collarbone. It's not my job. Under the arm. I can't judge what's right for them. The thumb. I can only do me. First finger. And the more I choose peace and resolution, middle finger, the less I will come in contact with conflict. Ring finger. Or the less it will affect me. Middle finger. The more peaceful I will feel. Side of the hand. Choosing to relax and release. Top of the head. I can't change anyone. Under the eye, beginning of the eyebrow, sorry. I can choose how to respond. Side of the eye. I can choose how to react. Under the eye. And the more I choose peace, under the nose, the easier it is for me to relax. On the chin, the easier it is for me to walk away when I need to. Collarbone. Good. So maybe something has come to mind when we're talking about this and tapping with this. Someone or something. Maybe it's big, maybe it's small. Breathe into that. Notice, what does it feel like in your body? Again, what is the tension? Where does it come from? Does it move around your body? Often it's shoulders and neck. We can feel that. Maybe it's in your jaw. Some people feel it in their fists. It's anger. And the interesting thing about anger, it's often a cover emotion for hurt. So if somebody does something and you feel hurt, rather than being hurt, you might be angry instead. So you might fight back. So Buddha talks about the second arrow. The first arrow is something that happens to you. It could be a comment, an event, a stimulus. The second arrow we inflict on ourselves. And you can have many, many, many arrows following, or you can hit none, create no arrows coming into you. That's your response. The second arrow is your response. So if you can take a breath, notice what it feels like in your body, choose something else rather than firing arrows back or into yourself. So if someone shouts at you, you shout back, you're hurting yourself. Possibly, maybe it's appropriate to shout back. Or maybe you repeat what they said to other people, give energy into that story, make it bigger and bigger. You're just having arrows and arrows and arrows firing into you. Or you can say, they might be having a tough day. What can I learn from this? I choose to let it go. So again, just noticing if anything pops up, any memories around that. Where you were in conflict. What happened? And again, this is your wider community. Wave a wand. What did you learn in that moment? What do you wish you'd done instead? What can you let go of? So see, know, feel that happening. And what's really great to notice is that your unconscious mind doesn't know what's real or not. And every time you access a memory, you change it a little bit. And you can create a new memory. So even though you remember what happened, you can create a different outcome. Your mind doesn't know the difference. So you choose a positive outcome. Even the same thing may have happened, but you made a different decision, like I'm empowered, or I handled that really well, or whatever it is. Take all the negative emotion out of that event, feel it draining away, bring peace. Good. When that feels ready, breathe and relax. And now when you feel ready, you can keep your eyes closed, but just shake. You can stand up if you want to. Just feel and release. Shake your body a little bit and let go. Almost feel conflict shaking out of your body. You can tap your legs. Just move energy through your body. Maybe some of that you felt for a long time. Your back. A lot of things we hold in our back from the past. Come out when you're ready. Hands of your heart. Good. So before we get to world peace, which is where we're going to aim for next, we're going to send peace out into the wider community, to the universe. Just let me know how you're doing. Any experiences you've had. Grab a glass of water if you haven't had any. Take a few breaths. So I felt quite a powerful energy in my chest, in my solar plexus. My heart was opening as we were tapping. I wonder if you noticed that too. Did you have any memories that you went to? What came up? I'd love to hear. And if you're watching the recording, I'd love it if you could message me, let me know what came in. So someone said, this is the tension and out there in the world, the kind of, looking at the government and the people who are meant to be looking after us and the anxiety about the state of the world. The incompetence and hubris of the politicians who are supposed to be psychologically containing us. Exactly, we are meant to be looked after and held. And we've just been through the pandemic and all the lack of integrity, the erosion of trust, all of those things that are creating change and conflict and pain. Noticing all of that. And if you can feel better about that within yourself, coming into integrity in yourself, holding your boundaries, that is the learning from that situation. Okay, so nobody's sharing, which is fine. So I hope you felt some shifts. And let's come into the present moment, breathing into your body. And let's look at the whole world. As I say, when you zoom out far enough away, a storm looks small. When you're right in the center of it, it's huge, and it's loud, and it's noisy. When you're far away, it just looks like movement. And we can send good intentions. So the intention at the beginning, to find resolution for yourself in some area. Let's give that gift to everyone. Nice easy breath. And it doesn't take much to really wonder what some of those people are going through, the people who are in the conflict, right in the war zone, the fear, the terror, the pain. Sending good intentions, hand of your heart, noticing when it comes up in your body, grief, the sadness, the loss, the pain. And as we tap for ourselves and we have the intention for anyone else, we're all connected at the deepest level. When we remove our conflict, we're removing it from the whole world. Even a tiny bit of ours will affect everybody. Every atom in the universe has its place. When you move one, everything else moves. Nice, easy breath. Again, choosing peace. What does that look, sound, or feel like for you? Does it have a color or a texture? Good. Tapping top of the head. I choose peace. Eyebrow. I want peace for the world. Side of the eye. I want peace for my country. Under the eye. For the world. Under the nose. For everyone I know. On the chin. For everyone I don't know. Collarbone. For all of life. Under the arm. I choose peace. Whatever I can do for myself. First finger. I do for everyone. Middle finger. I'm doing everything I can. Ring finger. Maybe I feel powerless. Little finger. I wish there was something I could do. Side of the hand. It's this natural instinct. Head. To want to help. Eyebrow. This confusion and how these things can happen. Side of the eye. All this shock. Under the eye. All this pain. Under the nose. All this conflict. On the chin. I choose to let it go. Collarbone. I choose peace. Under the arm. The more I choose peace. On the thumb. The more I let go. First finger. The more peace there is in the world. Middle finger. The more help I can bring. Ring finger. I am part of the solution. Little finger. Not part of the problem. Side of the hand. I choose to bring part of the solution. Head. By holding good intentions. Eyebrow. by resolving my conflicts. Side of the hand, side of the eye. I'm doing my best. Under the eye to contribute to world peace. Under the nose, I'm doing my part. On the chin. The more peaceful I am, collarbone, the more conflict I can resolve. Under the arm, the more help I can be. On the thumb. Letting go. First finger. Choosing relaxation. Middle finger. Choosing to see the best. Ring finger. Choosing to see solutions. Choosing to know this will all be over one day. Side of the hand. Choosing to know I'm doing my best. I choose peace. Eyebrow. I choose peace. Side of the eye. More peace. More peace. More peace. More peace. More peace. You might find some emotion coming up as we're doing this. Just breathe into that, let that go. If you can come up, whatever feels right for you, maybe you can visualize the earth below you. Pour peace. Pour it into the world, into the people, whatever that feels like for you. Whether that's somewhere specific or general, into the sea, into the earth, into the mountains, into the clouds, into the air. Breathe peace. Maybe you feel it, maybe you see it. More peace. More peace. More peace. More peace. Notice what happens to your body as you bring more peace. I focus on more peace. I breathe more peace. And we're going to tap through the points, top of the head. More peace. Eyebrow, more peace. Side of the eye, more peace. Under the eye, I choose peace. Under the nose, more peace. Chin, more peace. Collarbone, more peace. Under the arm, I choose peace. And the thumb, giving peace. First finger, allowing peace. Middle finger, more peace. Ring finger, more peace. Little finger, choosing peace. Side of the hand, more peace. I'm just going to sit quietly for a moment while you let that look, sound, or feel that peace coming in to the world, wherever it needs to go. Take 3 nice, easy breaths in your own time. And gently coming back when you're ready. And bringing your attention to the top of your head. And allowing that peace to come in through every cell really slowly, noticing every cell receiving peace inside and out. Every muscle, every tendon, every organ of your body receiving peace. Wave of relaxation. Our natural state is peace and wellness. Our body doesn't like to be tense or cold. Your body wants to come into alignment. So visualize your spine, your skeleton, your muscles, everything coming into alignment. Breathing, relaxing. All the way down to the ground. If you've got your legs or your arms crossed, you might like to uncross them. With every breath in, noticing any tension. With every breath out, letting it go. Allowing this peaceful relaxation into your diaphragm, into your breathing, to your digestion, all the systems of your body, calming, releasing, feeling more and more peaceful. And becoming aware of your surroundings, keeping your eyes closed, but noticing the room around you. What's the quality of the air? What is the temperature like? Feel the contact of the support beneath you. Allow that to hold you. And now sending this relaxation back into your past and forward into your future, so every moment of your life is touched with peace, with resolution, with calm, deep, deep relaxation. And just bring to mind the intention you had right at the beginning of the call. What did you want to create? And move forward to a point in your future that feels appropriate, where this has been resolved successfully. It might be something personal, it might be something for your family, your community, for the world. Even if it feels huge or tiny, move forward to a point in the future where it was resolved successfully, and just turn and look back to now from that point in the future. Connect with that future you. And what would she or he, or that future you, that future version of you, what would they say to you? What advice do they have for you right now? What's your next step? What's your next action? Just take time, just take a few breaths, connect with that future energy, get any learnings that you need. And then ask this future you to step into your body so you can experience what it feels like to be them, to have had that success, to have created that intention, to have seen it through, to have created resolution successfully and easily. What does it feel like in your body? Are you proud? Do you feel stronger? Are you more relaxed? And notice the ripple effect of that into your future. And follow that even further into your future. And bring that into your past, through your timeline, into your body, into your heart, into the room. And again, we're just going to tackle a couple of rounds to finish off, bringing this wonderful resolution, success, power, freedom. So tapping top of the head, choosing all these good feelings, choosing this future energy, repeating after me, feeling good, eyebrow, feeling strong, side of the eye. All I can do is right now, under the eye. All I can do is feel as good as I can, under the nose, and take the next step, the chin. I have good intentions, collarbone. All I can do is the next step, under the arm. All I have is right now, on the thumb. All I can do is ask myself, first finger, what makes me feel good? Middle finger, what's my next step? Ring finger, choose to take that step. Middle finger, and continue with momentum. Side of the hand. I've seen my future. Top of the head. My successful future. Eyebrow. I'm in that future. Side of the eye. I'm just catching up to it. Under the eye. Part of me is already there. Under the nose. I can see what's going to happen. on the chin. I can choose what I want. Collarbone. And then I'm just moving towards it. Under the arm. Being here right now. On the thumb. With my intention in my mind. First finger. And my attention right here. Middle finger. I do what's right for me now. Ring finger. I choose what's best for me now. Little finger. I choose the best feeling thought that I can have. Side of the hand. I choose to feel as good as I can. Top of the head. The more I do that, eyebrow, the more I move towards what I want. Side of the eye. The easier it will be. Under the eye. And if it feels too difficult, under the nose, or overwhelming, on the chin, I can choose something else. Collarbone, or break it down to something smaller. Under the arm. I can make it as easy as I need to. On the thumb. One tiny step at a time. First finger, I'm moving towards my future. Middle finger, one tiny step at a time. Ring finger, I'm excited to catch up to it. Little finger, but I am where I am right now. Side of the hand. And where I am right now, the head, is exactly where I need to be. Eyebrow, to get to where I want to be. Side of the eye. I'm probably closer than I think. Under the eye. I'm probably one breath away from peace. Under the nose. I'm probably 1 or 2 decisions away from a very different life. On the chin. Or a different viewpoint. Collarbone. That's empowering. Under the arm. And all I need to do on the thumb is set my intention. First finger, listen to my emotions. Middle finger, and choose steps that feel good. Ring finger, the better I feel. Middle finger, the better I feel. Side of the hand, my emotions can guide me to my perfect future. Good. Hands over your heart again. Really making that future you energy as big and as bright as you can. Really feeling the success. That could be a tiny thing that you're doing. Maybe it's even getting out of bed in the morning. Easy breath. And thanking that future you, knowing you can access that feeling at any time. When you feel ready and clear, just gently coming back to the surroundings, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your shoulders, taking some deeper breaths, and opening your eyes if you haven't already. Good. So we've been on a bit of a journey. I never quite know what's going to happen because I set the intention before the webinar, and today's intention was peace. Hopefully you felt some of that for yourself, for the world. I'd love to hear how you felt that for you, what shift you felt, what energy you felt. Thank you for being here and for sharing that with me. This is incredible, this work, and the energy shifts that you have in yourself, you will show up somewhere in your life. So if there was a conflict that you were looking at that you wanted to resolve, people in that situation may contact you, you might feel a shift, you might feel differently about it. Just observe what's happening, step back, have a look, see what it looks, sounds and feels like. What are you being asked to bring? Excuse me. Good. So thank you so much. Love to hear how you're doing. Come back to this recording if you need to. I've got another webinar next Thursday, the 28th in the afternoon. I'm also going to be doing Tap Every Day in May, just a sort of 15-20 minute tapping video every day. It's going to be live. And I will send out details of that if you would like to join, and if you have any ideas for what you would like to clear, and then let me know. So thank you so much again. Have a good, lovely sleep. drink plenty of water. Let me know how you're doing. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Good night.